best revenge.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million.
It's week 8 of the National Football League, and we've got the Seahawks, rangy quarterback.
Find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established
blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
On the jump. Bronco quick, Bronco quick.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 2. First down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 15 carries, 71 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
2nd and 9 now. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So This is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have anybody giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be knocked down just inside the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about it. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And some room to run now. And they work this out past the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
They go play action here on first down. And he's got Pierce. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on first down. Delivers another one to Pierce. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Walker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they said. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crack.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
Okay, break.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's good to make it 17-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Channing Tindall
came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter with just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw.
There's Pierce. He's got it on the comebacker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
And I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll look to throw here.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He does. Was able to get the feet down complete. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a draw play. It's Walker.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard. 1:54 on the clock. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Still on his feet. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Back to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
He'll look to throw, and it's caught. Running right, touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling?
And now off to the races down the right side. And that's a touchdown as they broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So now it's the Vikings' turn, trailing by a touchdown. A little under a minute to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do it...
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
On the counter, it's Walker. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 67 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the 6.
Trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play. Has had a lead to a 2nd and goal.
For a rookie first rounder. He's made a... His defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On play action, they'll throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. You feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready?